Jessica here. Welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. So, in the last episode, we left off having, if we can get in this door, there we go, having finished this interior of the elevator shaft, and I think it looks pretty good so far. And before we go, too far on this, I do want to make some changes to this building. And mostly I want to like remove this wall and kind of make it more like symmetrical to that side. So that's what we're going to be doing for now. So in order to do this, we're going to be working on our welding ship and basically just converting it into a grinder ship. It's actually super easy, so let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to remove the welder. Oh, wait, actually, let's first make sure there's nothing in the welder. Okay, both welders are empty. So what we're just going to do here is we're just going to remove the welder on both sides. Okay, and then also I think these conveyor frames were interfering with the transportation of resources, so I'm going to remove those and put on something else instead. Okay, and then let's go ahead and select our conveyor tube. We'll put that on, and we'll put that on there as well. And then let's go ahead and put on our grinders. Okay, 1, 2. All right, and then let's weld these up. Hopefully we have enough stuff for them. If not, I'm sure we have enough resources in our refineries and things like that. Although we are starting to run low on a little bit of resources. We're probably going to have to go mining pretty soon. We need construction components. Hopefully we have some of those lying around, and indeed we do. Alright. I really like this ship design. It's just so easy just to convert it back and forth from a welder ship and grinder ship. Pretty simple. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually get our grinders on our toolbar there, and let's... I don't seem to have any forward... Uh-oh! For some reason, our main thruster just, like, went bye-bye. I don't know what happened there. That's actually really, really weird. You can see there's actually, like, quite a bit of damage now. That's really, really, really strange. I'm not sure what just caused that to happen, but now we're missing our forward thruster, our only forward thruster, in fact. Interesting. Okay, well, let's just finish repairing all of this stuff and then we'll go ahead and put our thruster back in there. I have no idea what just happened. That is very, very strange. It's not something I've ever really encountered before. Just a random thruster just deciding to blow up. Very, very weird. Okay, let's go ahead and put it back in there. Boom, just like that. Hopefully we have enough stuff, although no, we don't have enough thruster components, which is to be expected, I suppose. Well, let's see if we can just kind of put this in here like that. And on the top side as well. Okay, and we'll just go get some thruster components after we finish welding these. And hopefully it doesn't blow up again. And good thing it didn't, like, take the whole ship with it. That would have been terrible. Do we have any thruster components? Yes, we have tons of them. Okay. Well, we have tons of them when we're talking about putting them into a small ship. If we were talking about, like, a large ship, that would not be very many at all. Okay. Well, now that that's back in one piece, let's see how this functions. Let's go ahead and We'll watch this, make sure it doesn't just decide to blow up again on us. It looks pretty good to me. I don't know what caused the first issue. Very, very strange. And we might actually need to move some of these other ships out of the way, because otherwise, knowing me, I will run into them and just destroy everything. So let's go ahead and move this ship. Let's move it over here for now. And we'll move this one as well. And hopefully we don't end up crashing this one or anything. Actually, we can just land this one, right? I mean, now that we've finished our deck and stuff, we haven't actually used this. And I think that's all we have to do is just come down a little bit more. And it's on the ground. Excellent. Okay, now we can hop back in our grinder ship and we should be able to just go at this stuff. Just remove this whole entire wall is basically what I want to do here. Grinders are activated and grinding. You can see it's not too slow. It does it at a pretty decent rate of speed, I think. Okay, we'll move over here to this section. Okay, we're almost there. We just need to get this little section out of the way, and then we can start blocking out where we want the new wall to go. Okay. And sorry if I'm not talking too much while I'm doing this. I'm just trying to avoid having those audio issues where, where my microphone sounds like it's like clipping in and out when I'm grinding or welding things away. It's kind of annoying, so I'm just trying to avoid it as much as possible, but I'm sure at the same time you're like, dead air is not a good thing either, so I can't really win with that one, can I? It's kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of screwed either way. Okay, well, let's just move our little grinder welder ship out of the way here so we can start blocking this stuff out. Okay, so let's have a little look-see over here and see what we've done, because I want it to basically be symmetrical. Okay, so I think we also need to go ahead and take this section out too, and I'll just go ahead and do that by hand because it'll just be so much easier. I'm trying to get the ship over here, trying to grind this. Okay, let's go ahead and start putting our appropriate blocks into place, and I think, yeah, so it's just 2 blocks and then it curves, or slants, I guess I should say. Curve would not be the right word for that. But I guess I do need to remove that whole thing as well. Okay, just need the grinder ship for 1 more minute, because this would probably be faster to do with the grinder ship. Alright. Oh, we did some damage there. And that's it. That's all we need to do with the grinder ship for now. Very, very good. Okay. see if I can play the rotation game here. And there we go. Okay. And we'll just put all those down there, and then we'll come down here to this side and bring it out. Okay. Oh, well, actually, I think the top one here is actually going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to put that one in yet. And then let's go ahead and remove this one as well. Okay, and then our slanted blocks go in. Okay, so that's coming along. How many do we need to go out is the question now. So I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including the slanted ones. So if we take a block here and we go, well, no, let's start here in the middle. I want to make sure I get it lined up with that one there. So I think that's right about there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be where the floor comes out to. So then if we just bring this on over like this, yeah, I actually don't know why I put slanted blocks there. I wasn't really thinking, was I? No, I wasn't thinking. I was not thinking. All right, got those out of the way. And then let's bring this out. And see, this here is where the slanted block is supposed to go. Okay. Now that we kind of have our general idea of the layout, I think what we also need to do is put down our slanted blocks over here so we kind of know exactly where this is all going. And just make sure that it actually lines up properly before we move on. Okay. It looks like it's going to. Oops, I put that in the wrong place. Oh, actually it doesn't line up at all. Okay, well, it looks like we may have messed that one up. Yeah, we did. How did we do that? Because that should have been 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we obviously went out, I think, one block too many. So all we have to do is remove all of this scaffolding that we've placed. See, this is why we do not weld things until we know that we have it absolutely right. All right, now we've got those mistakes out of the way, we can go ahead and fix it. So I think in order for us to fix it, we want to go, instead of putting one on the end there, we'll just put one on the side of it, and that should take us down to the proper number. I hope. Also, let me just check something really quickly. Because essentially this is exactly what we want on the other side, so I'm just trying to make sure we get this proper the first time. I think I'm going to start from here. Although, on the inside, No, you don't really have that at all, do you? Or do we? Shall I say we instead of you? That would probably be more appropriate. Okay. Why am I having trouble figuring this out? Let me go ahead and repair this one before we forget about it. And then let's start, I guess, putting in our blocks down here, because I just want to make sure we're getting this done properly. So I think if we just put in all of our blocks here, this will probably make the process a little bit easier for us. Okay, and let's just continue with that trend. And that actually looks like, whoops, wrong button. That actually looks like it's the proper size now. I hope. It may not be though. Let's see. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3. No, that's not right at all because I think there's four windows across. Right. Okay. So I think we did have it right the first time, which is kind of strange, but okay. That's fine. So now we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of, or 4 rows of windows, I guess you could say, like exactly like what's done on the other side. And this is basically what we're doing right now. It's just basically like putting in the frame for the windows, I guess you could say. How high do they go up though? Okay, so they stop there. And we'll just bring that out over to there. We have a lot of blocks that we need to place. So, okay, let's just continue getting this part blocked out. All right, and then let's put in our slanted block, or slope, light armor slope, I guess I should be calling it. I've got like a million different names that I call everything. It's like, sorry if that bothers you, but I sometimes just like start creating my own names for stuff. Slanted block, curved block, you know, and it's supposed to be a slope, light armor slope. Okay, well, let's just put this back where we had it before we had to grind it all off. And if you can't tell what I'm doing, I'm basically just, you know, making an outline of everything here. I do want to change those though to sloped blocks, just for my own personal preference. How did we do it over here? Okay, yeah, all right. So we'll just take off this one because that'll be one of those little triangle pieces. And we'll just continue with the slope here. All right. Excellent. And then we put our little triangle piece in. Perfect. And we'll just continue the outline here with our sloped pieces. And we'll remove this one. And put in one of those little triangles. Corners. Light armor corner is what it's called. Not triangle. It's called a corner. Okay. Well, now that we have like the frame in place, now we can like put in our windows and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and find our windows. And I think I need to bring in, oh no, there it is, number 7. Okay, now we need to make sure that we're putting these windows in the proper way. So we're going to put one in and we're going to weld it. We're going to make sure that it's in the proper way. Find my welder. I need bulletproof glass. Of course I do. I should have some. Yes, I do. Okay. And it's the right way around, because it should be tinted looking in from the outside, but clear to look out from the inside. So that's perfect. We got it right the first time. Woohoo! We don't often do that. We don't often get the windows placed the proper way the first time around. Except for this situation, in which case we did. All right. Sometimes these can be really tedious to put in, because you have to like find the little sweet spot that it wants you to find in order to place it. Okay, well, this is starting to come along. It's starting to look like something now. And we'll be putting in more windows and stuff like that. But for now, it's looking more and more like a proper building. It's looking more and more like it makes sense, you know? Yeah, because before it was just kind of like, you know, this is where the platform was that, you know, when we showed up at this place, that was basically just the standard platform that they had put down for us. And we had just kind of built a structure on top of it. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized we don't have to stay that small. There's no reason for us to, you know, to think that small. We can definitely expand it and make it larger and make it look nicer. And so that's what I decided to do. Sorry if you did not want a whole episode of me just putting down blocks and figuring this whole thing out, but that's what you got. Okay, let's go ahead and finish the roof then. And I think when I'm ready to weld this, I'll probably do all of that in a time lapse for you. I think that would work best. But that will not be in this episode, that will be in a future episode. Once we actually have enough resources to do this, because I don't think we have enough at the current time. And I'm all out of steel plate. No problem, we'll go get some more. And we need to charge our suit anyways, so that's kind of convenient. Alright, let's go charge the suit. Also, guys, if you have any suggestions for me on things you'd like to see me do, you know, feel free to leave a suggestion in the comment. Like, I know I got a suggestion yesterday about the elevator. Somebody wanted to see me put a button panel on the actual elevator itself, and I thought that was a really cool suggestion. However, I don't think we can actually do that because this elevator is made out of blast doors, and from my previous experience with blast doors, you can't put anything on them. As you can see, it simply will not allow us to put anything on it. So if you guys have a suggestion on how I can fix that to actually make it work better, please do feel free to let me know, because that would actually be pretty cool. If we could just put like button panels on the side, on either side of the elevator or whatever, I think that would be kind of cool. So let me know if you guys have a suggestion on how to fix it. That would be really, really cool. Okay, how do we want the windows to work in this building? Obviously we have very, very large windows in the front there. We don't necessarily need to make them that large, but I think I'm gonna just grind out a good chunk here. And we'll put a window there, and, well, hang on. That's not the proper size that I wanted. I think that's the proper size. Do we actually have a window that fits that size? I need to make sure. Because I just want it to be like a single flat piece of glass. Let's see if this fits. I think it will. If we can get it turned around the proper way. What don't I have? Because it won't let me place it here, so I'm not sure what I'm missing. Oh, it's rotated incorrectly, I see. I'm gonna go into third person mode. There we go. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. That makes it much, much better. Okay, can I not place it? Okay, there we go. But I can't place it here for some reason. Okay. Well, we'll figure that part out later, I suppose. But that's the size I want the window. I think that works really well. I think that's gonna look really good as, you know, as well. And let's see here. I'm gonna also take out this section. That way we can put in more of them. We'll do the same over here as well. Okay, just a couple more. Okay, now let me go ahead and start putting in the rest of these blocks. All right, and now let's get the proper separation here on the windows. So I think we need to put one here. And then skip to and, oh, I don't know if that actually, oh no, it does. It actually makes sense because we're gonna have these here. And then, oh no, it's not the proper size, is it? It's gonna be a little awkward. I'm trying to think if there's something I can do to kind of fix that a little bit. That's gonna have to be something I revisit. I'm not really sure how I can, you know, make that the proper size. Um, interesting. Interesting, interesting. I think for now we'll just have to go with an odd shape for now, and we'll revisit that issue later on. Okay, now let's just finish blocking this out. And I'm trying to go as quickly as I can, and clicking, 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 clicking. All right. So far, so good. Although, like, I'm not too happy about the fact that the window doesn't really fit in properly. But I'm sure there's something we can do to kind of make that fit better. There's got to be. Okay, well, what if we just did something where we took this part out, and then, oh, we also need to take these out because we want the window to be here. And then what if we just started kind of blocking it out as if, you know, as if we knew it was going to fit properly. Right. Okay, so that means we have to put blocks in here. I think we may have just solved our problem. Albeit a little awkwardly, but I think we may have solved it. Yes, that seems to work. In the middle here, there'll just be, obviously, well, I guess it's not really the middle, is it? Oh boy. Okay, well, we will definitely be revisiting the window thing in the future. But let's go have a little look at what this looks like from the outside. You can see it's much larger than it was before. And actually has some shape to it. I'm actually pretty happy with how this is starting to look. Alright guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. If you liked the video, do me a huge favor and hit the like button. It helps me out so much. And subscribe to my channel. That's always really fun. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.